Vigilantes. It's awesome to be back here with you guys in the middle of nowhere with the Amish as my neighbors. If shit really hits the fan, I'm gonna start making videos with suspenders and a hat so that I fit in. Anarchapulco was amazing. If you've never been to an Anarchapulco, I highly recommend that you go to one. It's so awesome that, you know, we're talking about maybe even having 2 a year. And I think that that is something that we should really consider as a community, because as the world gets crazy, hey buddy, as the world gets crazier, I think we should celebrate life more. And I think we should gather more and be as festive as possible. So, I know you guys are all here for me to talk about crypto, and I don't know, I'm almost at the point where I'm like, it's almost inevitable that we go through hyper Bitcoinization and for cryptocurrencies to take over the world. I'm at the point where I'm like more enthusiastic. I become more enthusiastic about startups and businesses that come out of crypto than the price of crypto itself, because it's almost inevitable now that crypto is going to take over the planet, the universe. So it's, this is not my first rodeo, and you guys know this. I've been in Bitcoin since 2012, and yeah, it's inevitable. So it's almost like we already know what's going to happen. But there are things in cryptocurrency that deserve our attention, guys. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. Things that people don't really talk about. And unfortunately, I feel like as if the crypto vigilante and the dollar vigilante have become the home for really talking about what matters in cryptocurrency. And we knew this was going to be the situation, because a lot of us at the crypto vigilante and the dollar vigilante, we really like our privacy. Hey, buddy. We really like our privacy. We really like our liberty and our freedom. And we understand that Bitcoin was good enough till it wasn't private anymore, till blockchain analytics was able to track and trace everything on the Bitcoin blockchain. And you see this in the vast majority of cryptocurrencies as well, right? Like Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV. These are, we call these cryptocurrencies transparent surveillance coins, and with due reason, right? They are transparent surveillance coins. Everything that you do on the BTC blockchain or on the Bitcoin Cash blockchain or on the Ethereum blockchain is there forever, and anyone can analyze that for the rest of history. So you're really inviting in financial voyeurism. And it's funny to me because you see a lot of these big entities coming into crypto, and it's almost as if they don't understand what they're getting into. Because if you're a family office and you're managing a giant portfolio, the last thing your limited partners or investors want is for this portfolio to be based on a transparent surveillance coin that invites financial voyeurism. So it's kind of wild to me to see that the gold standard in crypto, Monero, is so undervalued, guys. Monero is extremely undervalued, and I had the blessing to talk again with one of my heroes, Howard Shu, here on the channel. It's one of the videos that I just did after Anarchapulco, and he put on his tinfoil hat for us, and he says that he believes that there more than likely there may be price suppression of Monero. And guess what? After we published that video, the price of Monero went up. So I don't know if that means anything. I just know that it is extremely odd, right? That the real digital gold in all of crypto is still trading at around $300 right now. That's insane. Like, everything that BTC ever wanted to be is found in Monero, guys. And I know I'm throwing a wrench out there and y'all gonna comment and we're all gonna fight it out in the comment sections, and that's okay. That's why we're here, but we're here to shill for you guys. We're not affiliated with any project, with anything whatsoever. I don't even put affiliate links. I don't do that. I need to be able to call people out, businesses out, when they're doing something that I don't think, that we don't think are in line with our principles and with our ethos, whether it be extreme capitalism or the free and open source software ethos. Woo! I haven't done this walk in a while. You guys are probably making fun of me over there. Yeah, I'm a little bit out of breath, just a little bit, but it's okay. We're getting back into it. I have a dog that is super loyal. This guy, he's the fastest, very courageous, and the little guy just keeps coming back. He goes and he always checks in on me. It's really cute. I'll show you who he is in a second. But yeah. So, and we've already set the standard of having to say things that make people uncomfortable at the Crypto Vigilante, and we're okay with that. We're okay with that because that's our job. Our job is to shill for our subscribers. And if you're watching this, you may be a subscriber or not. Maybe you're a subscriber to the YouTube channel, but we're going to treat you with the same respect and give you our objective perspective, right? Because that's what an analyst is about. An analyst is about being an objective entity, as much as objective as you can be in analyzing such a crazy market. And I've said this before many, many, many times. The most objective stance that you can have in life is to realize that every individual out there looks at life and looks at things from their own subjective perspective. So keep that in mind. Because when Berwick and I started the Crypto Vigilante, we knew that he and I had perspectives, and Ed Bugos, we are contrarian by heart, right? As libertarians, we're contrarian. That's just in our nature. And we're gonna always look where they tell us not to look. We're always gonna study what they tell us not to study. We're gonna research where they tell us not to research. That's just who we are. That's how we are. And that is the proper stance of a capitalist, right? For you to do that which others are not doing. Because what's the point of doing something that others are already doing? If you just follow the masses, if you follow the masses, that's not a way to gain profits in life. As a capitalist, you have to be comfortable being alone in the market and making calls and making decisions where you are alone. So yes, we love Monero. We love Monero. Monero is our favorite coin. Don't get that wrong, but if we see something out there that is awesome and that we study and that we do our due diligence, we're also going to champion it, guys. And even people within Monero might get mad at us for championing. And I'll give you a perfect example right now. Pirate Chain. R. So what's up, pirates? I know a bunch of pirates are watching this right now. It took us a year of doing our due diligence before we even recommended Pirate Chain. So I discovered Pirate Chain at the MoneroCon conference this happened in Denver, Colorado, at Casa de Monero, and there was a Pirate Chain dev there, and we started talking to that dev, and there were a lot of Monero guys hanging out with this dev. And I just got curious, and when they told me that they were doing zero knowledge proofs at the protocol level by default, I was like, wow, that's a very commendable exercise in cryptography, because these guys started Pirate Chain off as it was just an experiment that took off. So then I go back to my team, and y'all know Mr. X. Mr. X is a Monero maximalist. He used to be more. I like Mr. X because he thinks like a Bitcoin BTC small blocker, But when he takes his stance to his logical conclusion, he can't keep himself by being a digital cash maximalist, right? So he loves Monero, he loves fungibility, he loves sound monetary theory. So when he saw Pirate Chain, and our analysts saw Pirate Chain, the mission was to show how Pirate Chain was not any better than Monero. And our conclusion was, man, there's something here. The vast majority of privacy coins out there like Monero, Aeon are using Monero technology to one degree or another. For example, Monero uses a ring signature size of 22, while Monero uses at this moment a ring signature size of 11. And as you guys heard from our last conversation with Howard Shu, he said that triptych, which is triptych, which is what Monero is going to be implementing in the near future, is going to give Monero the ability to have a ring signature size of up to 128 ring signatures. So, yeah, we love Monero, guys. So, but then there's something about this Pirate Chain thing, right? That we're using ZK snarks at the protocol level by default. That's just kind of mind-blowing, guys. That's everything we ever wanted Zcash to be. And here we are looking at this coin, which was around like 5 cents when we first saw it. We ended up recommending Pirate Chain to our subscribers at 6 cents. Right now it's at $2.90. And when we back something at the Crypto Vigilante, it's because we did our due diligence. So the Monero community has come up with very valid critiques of Pirate Chain, which I would like to address. And a lot of it has to do with the trusted setup. Within the parameters that are set in creating a zero knowledge proof a zero knowledge proof cryptocurrency or zero knowledge proof setup, there needs to be a trusted setup, unfortunately. The original one, which was found in Sprout for Zcash, had a trusted setup that required 6 entities to be involved. Then now the most recent trusted setup, which is the one that Pirate Chain is using, that is based on a ceremony called the Powers of Tau, which was then later on carried into the Zcash implementation of Sapling, and that uses 87 participants within this ceremony. Now, Zcash is about to introduce a new way of setting up the zero knowledge proof parameters without necessitating a trusted setup. And this is going to be called Halo Arc. I will link, this news just broke about an hour ago of me doing this video. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the description below so you guys can learn more about it. But so the problem with a trusted setup is that there is always a potential for all of the participants of the trusted setup to be corrupt, and for them to be able to print an unlimited supply of the token, right? In this case, it would be Pirate Chain, right? Or Zcash. The trusted setup, as long as one out of the 87 participants is honest, the trusted setup is valid. So when you look at, for example, Pirate Chain, right? And we introduced it to our subscribers at 6 cents, right? And we allocated a very tiny small percentage of what we think in our research would be something, that someone would, invest in, right? For their portfolio. It's something that we can say, well, 1 out of 87 individuals, and when this ceremony happened, it was open to the public. So anybody could be part of this ceremony. And so the odds were in the favor of the trusted setup to be valid, because we can trust that 1 out of 87 individuals would be honest. So now we're moving into this next stage in zero knowledge proof cryptography, where you don't need a trusted setup. So if anyone was looking at Pirate Chain and even Zcash and thought to themselves, well, this is a flaw that I don't feel comfortable with, I'm not going to trust I'm not going to trust that I'm not going to trust the possibility that all of these guys were not corrupted at the same time, right? Because that would be what would damage the trusted setup within Zcash and Pirate Chain. All of the 87 participants, which was something open to the public that anyone could be part of, all of them would have to be corrupt in order for the trusted setup to be flawed. If one was honest, then we're good to go, right? So we are at the point now where we're seeing an evolution in zero knowledge proofs, where the trusted setup is not necessary anymore with Halo Arc. And once that's launched and the Pirate Chain network adopts this, we can say that that probabilistic flaw, it will no longer be there. So yeah, this is breaking news. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the description below, so that all of you guys can build on top of the research that we do, and so that you guys can so that we can all learn and grow together, because that's what really, this is really about, right? We really need to educate one another about what really matters. And we think that what really matters is sound money, and that is in reality the killer application in all of cryptocurrency. You need to have sound money. You need to have a sound medium of exchange. And if your cryptocurrency does not have fungibility, if it is not private at the protocol level by default, then we're talking about a transparent surveillance coin. And I know this might come as a shock to a lot of people listening, but when you lose fungibility, you lose what makes a coin valuable, because you literally corrupt its utility when you take away its fungibility. Fungibility is nothing more and nothing less than having one unit of account always being interchangeable for another unit of account within the same cryptocurrency. So yeah, that's kind of like where we're at in crypto. You either have transparent surveillance coins, or you have cryptocurrencies that are monetarily sound. I don't know about you guys, but I really don't want to have our only options in crypto to be surveillance, transparent cryptocurrencies. I think that is really messed up. And a lot of people out there will try to kind of lie to you in telling you that for instance, that Bitcoin or that any chain in the Bitcoin chain is private, or that you can get some sort of privacy through CoinJoin and honestly, guys, that's actually wrong. And you need to realize that if it's not private by default, it is not a privacy coin. So Zcash is not a privacy coin. It's optional privacy, and for us at the Crypto Vigilante, optional privacy is no privacy at all. It's actually extremely dangerous. So, and why is it dangerous, guys? It's not. I'm not accusing you guys watching this of, oh, you're gonna do something illicit. And no, guys, it's because with a blockchain, you're not just opening yourself up for regulators, financial institutions, or governments to spy on you, which is something that we already have in the legacy financial system. But more importantly, what you're opening yourself up to is for peers, for anyone in the world to do blockchain analytics and to figure out what you have and to track and trace you. So it's a big deal. And it seems to me that a lot of people are not taking this into account. It seems to me that a lot of financial institutions that are coming into crypto don't understand the gravity of what they're doing to themselves and to their shareholders. There's just no way that I would put, if I was running a company, there's just no way that I would put, or that I would allocate money in of the treasury of the business that I'm in charge of into a transparent surveillance coin. That is the last thing I would do. So yeah, that's how early we are in crypto, guys. I see these guys doing these things and I'm just flabbergasted. I'm like, really? Do you understand what you just did? Like, you just invited financial voyeurism into everything that you do within your business. It's pretty messed up. But that's the thing, guys. People are just now starting to learn about crypto, and the first thing that they're going to encounter is Bitcoin, right? And Ethereum and whatever, all these surveillance coins. And that's fine. But there needs to come a point where you need to step up away from the pack and realize that what really matters, right? Why are we here? Bitcoin was private enough when in the early days, because there wasn't advanced blockchain analytics. But now that we have them being completely transparent, maybe you should reconsider what you're doing. Because in my opinion, the smartest people in all of Bitcoin, and when I talk about Bitcoin, I'm really talking here about BTC, that BTC logic of digital gold. To me, all of the smartest people in that community left to Monero a long time ago. And I mean, it is no coincidence that whenever I go to a Monero conference, a lot of the BTC core devs are there. These guys are smart. They know what's up. They're not dumb. So don't be left behind, guys, because what you're doing right now in crypto doesn't just matter for the present moment or for what may come or for what happened in the past before you own the cryptocurrency that you have now. But what matters in crypto matters now and forever, because these blockchains never die. And any UTXO set, any crypto you receive from a KYC AML exchange has your name on it forever. And if in the future that BTC is sent by someone else after you make a payment and 33 transactions later, whatever, someone sends that transaction to something deemed illicit in any jurisdiction, guess who are they going to question? You, because you're the last one to use a KYC AML exchange that was tied to a transparent surveillance coin. So, what's rational, guys, here, okay? I think it's rational to think that the market has been irrational regarding Monero, right? And maybe what Howard Hsu said is correct. Maybe there has been some price suppression. Whatever. If they want to manipulate the market, manipulate away, right? Everyone's getting cheaper Monero, whatever. And sooner or later, we're going to break out, and the market's going to, find its true value for Monero. So that to me is kind of weird, right? That the value of Monero has been so low in comparison to other transparent surveillance coins. That to me has been weird. That something like Pirate Chain is exploding right now, it's not weird to me at all, guys. Privacy is a human right, especially during these times. So if Pirate Chain is taking off right now, it's with good reason. And so, yeah, we have at the Crypto Vigilante, the Dollar Vigilante, we think that we've studied the situation with the trusted setup in Pirate Chain, and we really do believe that the odds are in our favor. And as far as our research is concerned, we trust the powers of Tao ceremony, and we trust the whole initiative behind what led to sapling, which is what Pirate Chain is using. Now I'm gonna talk to you guys about another thing, right? A lot of people keep saying, well, Raf, Pirate Chain is really has not cut off the umbilical cord from Zcash. And sure, that's a valid argument, but at the same time, a counter argument to that can be found within that same line of logic. Having that connection to the Zcash development actually provides Pirate Chain developers more redundancy in examining and peer reviewing the code necessary for these shielded transactions that come out of the zero knowledge proof ZK snarks by default implementation of Pirate Chain. So sorry guys, there's an animal over there and it's my dog. That was something else. But yeah, so how far will Pirate Chain go? At this moment, there's no way of knowing. How far will Monero go? At this point, there's no way of knowing. But what we do know is that good money always drives out bad money. And just look at where BTC is at right now and Ethereum, and realize that those are transparent surveillance coins. And they are. And if anyone wants to debate me on it, they're welcome to. But they are, guys. They are. And using a Wasabi wallet and a Samurai wallet is not good enough. I'm sorry to break it to you. It's not. It's not. I'm sorry, it's not. Because the vast majority of that blockchain is transparent. And so it's really easy to figure out who's using the optional privacy features like CoinJoin or whatever. So privacy is here to stay, guys. Privacy coins are here to stay. They provide the cryptocurrency that adopts it by default at the protocol level, like Pirate Chain and Monero, the ability of giving you all of the attributes of sound money. Without fungibility, you can't beat digital gold, guys. Without fungibility, you can't beat digital cash. I'm sorry. It's the truth. And I'm sorry to burst some bubbles out there. I really am. But someone's got to tell you, and no one else. See, the thing is that we live in a world that is very PC and very people-pleasing. And, woo! Well, that's bright. Very people-pleasing, and a lot of people, they hide behind this politeness that in reality would just hurt everyone around them. But when the reason why we're doing the Crypto Vigilante is to shield for you guys and to tell you guys what's going on. And unfortunately, well, I mean, it's not unfortunate, but the reality is that in our position, we're going to tell you things how they are. And we're going to strive to be as objective as possible. And of course, I told you guys that we take into account our own subjective perspective because we're human beings, right? And for that reason, we have a very eclectic group of analysts. And not everyone at the Crypto Vigilante agrees with one another on purpose. So we have small blockers, big blockers. One thing we all agree in is Austrian economics and sound monetary theory. So based on sound economics and sound Austrian monetary theory, we make these assessments that we agree on. For example, what I'm talking to you guys about right now, that fungibility matters. That privacy matters. That don't allow yourself to be lied to by people telling you that optional privacy is good enough in crypto. No, guys, it's not. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not good enough. There was one time where the pseudonymous nature of Bitcoin was good enough. But that was before 2014. We're in 2021, guys. So blockchain analytics is a beast right now, and it's only gonna get worse. So thank God Monero is undervalued. Thank God Pirate Chain is undervalued. Thank God all of the coins out there like Monero, Aeon are undervalued, so that you guys can come in, all you good people out there watching this can come in and join this revolution, this evolution of love. All right, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. God bless. Peace, love, anarchy. And I'll see you next time. Bye.